Welcome back to the West Michigan Coastal Living Show. My name is Emily Anderson, and I serve the amazing people of West and Southwest Michigan. Today we're talking about doing everything you can to prevent your home from sitting on the market. Have you ever driven by that one home in your neighborhood that seems to have been for sale forever? You might have thought to yourself, wow, that home just cannot sell, or wondered why. Or you might have thought that home must be cursed. Sometimes sellers come to me after they've hired another real estate agent to list their home, but the listing expired because the home sat on the market for too long. In this case, I'll take a look at the listing and I can usually spot the reason why the home sat on the market for as long as it did. In this episode, again, I'm going to show you the top 5 reasons why a home will sit on the market and how to fix it so it doesn't happen to you. So, truth bomb number 1. Why a home sits on the market could be bad photos. When you start interviewing agents to list your home, one of the most important questions you can ask them is, who is your photographer? Okay, if the agent can't give you an answer, or worse, they tell you that they DIY all of their own photos, then run. Why? Okay, because home buyers have been trained to swipe left on Zillow and Redfin and Trulia apps or online. When they see bad photos, they just won't even bother to come seeing your home in person if the photos are bad. They'll just keep scrolling. So instead, make sure that your agent hires a professional real estate photographer that knows exactly how to capture the best features of your home. Truth bomb number 2, bad decor. Unless they're an interior designer with a trained eye, it's really difficult for the average buyer to see past your decor. Even if you've chosen your pieces very carefully, you've paid a premium price, it may just not fit your buyer's tastes or needs. The problem arises because in order for a buyer to want your home, they have to be able to picture living in your home. If they can't get past that chair or a rug or the tile selection that you've chosen that doesn't match their style, then again, they can't picture living in that home. They can't get past it. So everyone knows that a rug can be replaced, the walls can be painted, but for example, the rug, if the rug is so offensive that the buyer can't get past it, it's likely that they won't be able to see themselves moving in and living in your home. Eliminate this entire scenario by removing all unnecessary clutter, updating your furniture pieces, and using a neutral color palette that will appeal to the masses. If you don't know how to do any of this, a realtor like myself will be able to put you in contact with an amazing home stager or interior designer. Truth bomb number 3, bad pricing. This is probably one of the most common culprits. Contrary to popular belief, the price of a home is not what you think it is worth, but what a buyer is willing to pay. This means that the market is what determines the price of your home, not the seller, not the appraiser, not the realtor. You may think your home is worth X amount because you improved it, you made memories in it, you took such good care of it, all good things, but none of that matters to a buyer. A buyer is going to look at your home objectively, and if they can't justify the price, they'll move on and say bye-bye. For all my clients, I have a very candid conversation with them about this fact, about the price, so that they understand how to price their home so it does not sit on the market unnecessarily. Truth bomb number 4, bad vibes. Bad vibes. Sometimes there are things you cannot even see that are holding back the sale of your home. It could be a funky pet smell. I've come across a couple of those. Yeah, it's not very appealing. A dark and dreary interior that maybe you're just used to, but to others it's like really dark and they can't get over it. An unusually hot or cold temperature. Just variety of things. Maybe a weird creepy sound that spooks the buyer out. Okay, you never know, but your agent, a good one, will be collecting feedback from all the other buyers and agents that have come through your home, and they'll communicate this with you. And this feedback is really essential. Not everyone does this, but it's essential because it can help you spot the trends and then fix the issues that are causing these unseen issues in the first place and holding back the sale. Truth bomb number 5, and our last point, is that sometimes there's bad communication. Sometimes a home is perfect, but there's a lack of communication, and that actually hinders the sale. It always baffles me when I encounter listing agents who don't return calls or don't allow showings. It's like, you gotta get in the home in order to sell the home. So your agent should be communicating and should be available pretty much anytime it's a normal working hour, even some evenings and weekends, etc. If you can't get a hold of your agent, then think about buyers trying to get a hold of your agent. Again, they're the representative of your home. If you can't get a hold of them, then buyers can't either, and that's just gonna not help there be a sale, period. So if you want to get your home sold, another thing is you need to be flexible about the not allowing showings. I know it's inconvenient to keep your home clean and have a showing at the last minute, but if you want to get the home sold, everyone needs to be flexible, everyone needs to communicate and be on the same page. So there you have it, my 5 reasons why a home might be sitting on the market. Let's not make it your home that's sitting on the market. The key to selling a home fast is making a great first impression. All of these factors boil down to that. And this is where a skillful agent can really help you. This is where I step in. So before listing a property, I love to visit the space that we're gonna list, and I'll make recommendations on things that might need to happen, like getting rid of that rug or whatever it is, get rid of that pet smell, that you need to do, we need to do to make your home the most marketable it can be. And my specific solution to get your home sold faster is that I personally do online marketing and social media advertising of your specific home with professional photos and videos, always showing your home in the best light, but with paid specific targeted advertisements to get buyer leads. And I follow up with those leads like it's my job, because it is. And I am representing your home, and that's just one of the strategies I use to have your home not sit on the market for long. So at this point, you might be convinced that you need some guidance around the area of getting your home to sell quickly versus having it sit. But you may also be thinking that you have no idea where to start. These 5 tips or these 5 reasons are fine and dandy, but what about my specific home? So if that's you, if you're thinking about making a move, I want to know that I would be happy to help you through the process. Even with just a casual conversation, no obligation, no sales pressure or gimmicks. I'm truly just here to help you, my fellow West Michigan residents. So send me a message or a text if that's you, considering making a move. My cell is 313-550-1794. Finally, if you're a resident of West or Southwest Michigan, I want to remind you to please like and subscribe to our channel. Post any questions you have or comments or concerns in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, but actually specifically your questions, and I always go back to all my videos on all my platforms and make sure I answer and respond to everything, so I will see it. So with that, thank you so much for joining us again today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.